As consultants, we often get asked a very common question from our clients. The question is AI really going to take our jobs? Or what is this human in the loop element all about? Is it a more of a hyped phrase in the Gen AI world? Or does it really add any significance to the decisions we take? So what I thought was I will walk you through a model which I have crafted in my digital transformation journey. And this model will give you an indication how much of AI do we really want to have into our workplaces. It's a very simple model. It's a 2 by 2 dimensional grid. And on x-axis of this model is the complexity of the task, from a scale of routine task, which is something like a mundane task, to a highly complex task. And y-axis, we plot the task sensitivity. How important is the task, or how critical is the task, again on a scale of low to high. And as is the case with any such model, we have 4 quadrants which we can clearly see visible on this model. So let us understand what these 4 quadrants are all about and how they help us in deciding the role of AI in our workplace. Let's take quadrant 1. Now, quadrant 1 comprises of routine tasks, and even the sensitivity of the task is not that critical. I mean, these are daily mundane tasks which we do almost regularly in our day-to-day life. For example, organizing a meeting, or sending out an invite for the meeting, or taking notes of minutes of meeting, or summarizing the key discussion points out of a conference or an event. Now, these are very mechanical tasks, as you can see, and AI plays, or rather Gen AI tool plays a very important role in this quadrant, which means that this is the quadrant where AI can take over the work which a human being does. And in fact, it's a good sign if that's happening, because what is going to happen is we'll be freed up from many of these time consuming and time waster activities, and let AI handle those so that we can focus on the critical tasks in our transformation. So this zone is called as the automate zone. And this is where AI can definitely take over what human beings are doing today. Let's move to the right hand side of this quadrant. We have a quadrant which we can see clearly that these tasks are not routine tasks. These are somewhat complex tasks which we can see, but the sensitivity of the task is low. That is quadrant 2. So high complexity, but low sensitivity. That is what this quadrant is all about. So this will predominantly comprise of activities like backlog refinement, or estimating the stories, or for that matter, sizing the stories. So all those tasks or backlog refinement, as I said earlier, right? So these will be the tasks which will be predominantly performed in this quadrant. And here, what we can clearly see is that though Gen AI will definitely be useful, still there has to be that human in the loop element. So this will be where we can primarily see that it will be a joint collaboration between a human being and the AI tool. Whether it is 50-50 or 60-40, that is an open debate. But primarily I can see in this second quadrant, which we call it as an augment quadrant, both of the elements, the human and the AI element, has to coexist together. Let us go to quadrant number 3 on the top left corner. Now again, these are routine tasks like day-to-day management of activities, work monitoring, work assignment, right? Those regular mundane tasks. But the sensitivity and the importance of this task is very, very critical, which means these tasks have to be done on time. There might be a client deadline against which we are operating on this zone. And this is what we call as an empower zone. And surprisingly, here you will see that the human person's intervention would still be on the higher side. So human people would lead, but AI would be more like an enabler or a follower in this case. And we call it as an empower zone. Coming to the last but not the least quadrant, which is the fourth quadrant, which is highly sensitive tasks and highly complex tasks. Now, this is a zone where you will see that we have to take some very critical decisions, be it strategic decisions, be it decisions related to finance, be it decisions related to resourcing, material procurement, and or for that matter, even conflict resolution between the team members. Now, this is a zone where you can clearly see that human element is still going to be playing a very, very dominant role. We can use the power of Gen AI tools, but that would be more to aid our decision making. I would clearly skew this particular quadrant, the fourth quadrant, which we call it as the protect quadrant, where primarily the intellect of the human being is going to play a very, very important role. And Gen AI would be more like a kind of a small filler in this particular quadrant. So I hope this model, which I have used in my digital transformation journey, helps you to decipher how much of AI would you really like to have in your workplace. Do share your thoughts, views, and opinions on this model. Open for a debate, open for a criticism on this model. And do like, share, and subscribe to this video and my channel. This is Ashutosh Bhatodekar signing off for the moment. Thank you and have a great day ahead.